as we tell our different stories. We are capable, beautiful, we are born to do great things. We're unstoppable, incredible, 'cause we're differently abled, differently.
East or West, home is usually the best. Welcome to Able Differently, a program where we take charge.
And this is a home where we address matters concerning persons with a disability. So hang out with us for the next half an hour and you will never regret it. My name is Caxton Osozie.
And I, Stella Tioi.
Welcome.
'Cause we're differently abled, differently.
Christine has gone through what would be ordinarily termed as a nightmare. In her quest to get treatment after medical negligence, things have been rather complicated. Our team was with Christine and this is a compilation.
Christine Ndungwa Muli, a mother of one, was heavily expectant in the year 2011. Though she went into normal labor, her fetus was a stillborn, and the doctor decided to pull it out, a decision that would affect Christine's mobility 7 years later.
Hii shida ya mgongo ilianza 2011. Nilikuwa na mimba, lakini nikiwa na mimba sikuwa na shida yoyote. Wakati nilienda kujifungua mtoto Pumwani, wakaenda wakapima, wakasema mtoto ako sawa, wakanituma huko Riba kwa kujifungulia mtoto. Sasa wakati nilikuwa huko nikisikia uchungu ya mtoto, daktari mkubwa akakuja akanipima, akaniambia mtoto amekufia kwa tumbo. Sasa wakaniambia juu njia ya kujifungua ilikuwa imefunguka, sitapelekwa theater. Wakaniambia hiyo mtoto lazima wafute. Sasa wakafuta huyo mtoto, akatoka. Wakati mtoto alitoka, alipatikana amekufa. Alafu nikakaa OC siku 2, nikatoka. Kutoka nilikaa nyumbani siku 4, mdomo ukaenda side. Kwenda Kenyatta wakaniambia ni nerve stroke.
The main reason why pregnancy can make this worse is just that in that process of carrying the baby through the pregnancy period, you tend to gain weight.
Okay, that's for sure.
And the weight that you're carrying increases the work that the disc is doing. Yeah. So that can make the condition of your disc worse. But the process of labor itself would not be harmful to the disc. It's just in the natural course of the pregnancy, because of the increased workload on the back, on the spine, the disc degeneration can be accelerated.
When she tried to find out more about her symptoms, the doctor explained to her what had happened and the treatment needed to restore her health.
Hawakunieleza kama kuna kitu kingine inaweza tokea. Juu walinipatia tu dawa ya nafsi ya kurudisha mdomo na na kuenda mazoezi ya mdomo tu peke yake. Sasa kumaliza hiyo miaka 6-7 ndio nikaanza kutembea, nasikia miguu siko weak. Nikitembea hata saa nyingine naanguka peke yangu juu miguu sina nguvu. Kurudi huko tu wakaniambia ni hiyo shida. Kupigwa picha sasa ndio ikaonyesha hiyo shida. Niko na hiyo shida ya hiyo diski mali mtoto alifurutwa. Hiyo diski ililalia nerves. Hiyo L4 na L5. Sasa kumaliza miaka tuseme kama miaka 6 hivi 7 ndio nilianza kutembea, nasikia miguu hazina nguvu. Nikienda kidogo nikigongwa na kitu kidogo naanguka. Sasa shida ilianza hivyo. Mpaka sasa nimefika hapa, sasa nimelemewa kabisa.
Despite the fact that she could have taken legal action against the hospital and the doctor, but instead she mobilized family and friends to contribute for her treatment. Unfortunately, she landed in the hands of a dishonest doctor who took her money and did not deliver treatment.
Njevia sasa saa ile niligonjeka naye sina nini ya kufuatilia. Si unajua ukigonjeka ukuangi na nini yake. Na hii kwanza hii shida ni kutembea ni shida. Tuseme kama nataka kwenda mahali ni pesa, ni kwenda na gari. Hiyo ni pesa. Kufuatilia kesi kama hiyo ni pesa sina. Mwaka jana nilikuwa na karambe. Hiyo karambe nilifanya nikapata 165,000. Alafu kuna daktari aliniambia atanifanyia operation. Huyo daktari akanifanyia operation. Sasa kunifanyia operation mimi nikalipa nusu na NHF akalipa nusu. Sasa huyo daktari kunifanyia operation, si ningefaa niwekwe chuma, hakuweka chuma. Sasa ndio unaona hii shida bado niko nayo. Juu yeye aliniambia hata kwa nini kwa report ameandika ameweka chuma na hakuna chuma aliweka. Sasa hii picha nilienda kupiga ya pili. Sasa ndio ilionyesha ile shida nilikuanga naye mbele ndio bado niko naye. Juu hakuna chuma aliweka na alisema ameweka chuma. Sasa ndio ule daktari mwingine nilimuona nikampelekea hizi picha, akaniambia huyo daktari wa kwanza angefaa aweke hii chuma na hakuweka chuma. Kwa hivyo haja yake alikuwa na pesa na hakuna chuma aliweka kwa mwili yako ili iweze kukusaidia ndio utembee. Huyu daktari alifanya operation, aliniambia anafanya kijambe. Sasa akaniambia anakuja kunifanyia hospitali inaitwa Ladinan. Sijui kama unaijua. Akanifanyia operation mwezi wa pili. Sasa kunifanyia mwezi wa pili, si akaniambia nitatembea. Sasa mimi nikaendelea na mazoezi. Ai, mimi sioni change hata kidogo. Si nikakuja nikarudi tu kwake, nikamuita tena, nikamuuliza ni kwa nini sipati change hata kidogo. Akaniambia wacha nikutume kwa picha nyingine, pengine uko na shida kutoka hapa kwenda juu. Nilienda kwa NHF. Sasa kwenda kwa NHF nikaenda nikawaambia nilifanyiwa surgery mwezi wa pili. Na bado saa hii daktari anataka kunifanyia ingine. Lakini sio ule daktari wa kwanza. Wakaniuliza kwa nini. Nikawaambia nilipigwa picha ya pili ikasema ile shida nilikuanga naye mbele ndio niko naye tu bado. Kwa hivyo huyu daktari hakuna kitu alifanya. Si ndio wakaangalia huko kwa nini? Kwa faili. Kweli wakasema hakuna kitu alifanya. Si wakasema watafuatilia. Juu mimi sina nguvu na sina pesa na sina uwezo. Mimi nikangoja tu, sasa ningefanya nini?
Many are the day-to-day challenges that she has to live with, among them lack of funds to pay for her physiotherapy and also purchase drugs.
Nikiamka asubuhi siwezi kujipeleka choo, naendea choo kwa ndoo. Juu siwezi kufika kwa choo. Kuoga najipangusia hapa kwa nyumba juu siwezi kwenda kwa bafu. Chakula tuseme kama saa hiyo sistangu hayuko, ni lazima niite mama kama huyu ama mtoto nimtume juu siwezi kufika chini. Mashida kama hiyo ndio napitia. Hata saa ingine kupata pesa ya kwenda mazoezi kama hiyo ni shida. Saa ingine pesa ya dawa ni shida. Juu sistangu nikikaa naye, yeye ndio ananunua chakula, ndio analipa nyumba. Mimi siwezi kufanya kitu yoyote juu kutembea kwangu ni shida.
Her only hope is to one day get back on her feet and get her life back. But this can only happen if you decide to help.
The surgery itself is expensive because of the technical nature of the surgery and also the cost of what you call implants that we're going to use to do the fusion. So in essence, if I would roughly estimate the cost of the surgery, she needs close to 750 to between 750 and 800,000 Kenya shillings.
Kwa majina naitwa Christine Ndungwa Muli. Nimekuja kwenu kuomba msaada nikiwa na shida ya mwili, saidi ya mgongo. Kutembea kwangu ni shida, kusimama kwangu ni shida, hata kujipeleka kwa bafu ni shida, hata kwa choo ni shida. Kwa hivyo nimekuja kwenu kumuomba msaada ili muweze kunisaidia, ili niweze kwenda hospitali, niweze kutibiwa, niwekwe hiyo chuma kwa mgongo, ili niweze kusimama, niweze kutembea kama nyinyi, ili niweze kujitafutia riziki ya kila siku na kulea watoto. Na kwa hayo naomba nikimubariki, na kile mtanipatia Mungu atamuongezea na atambariki. Asanteni.
'Cause we're differently abled, differently.
We are taking a short break, but we will be right back. Stay tuned.
'Cause we're differently abled, differently.
And welcome back. If you've just joined us, then you are watching Able Differently, a program like no other. Catherine Jerry had delayed milestones. It was very hard to tell whether she will ever walk again. Perhaps those were her lowest moments. However, she has grown wiser and happier with time. Take a look.
Her journey is an impressive one. From delayed milestones, Catherine Jerry Maina struggled to make her first steps. She even used a wheelchair during her recovery process, and in high school for the first time in her life, she knew how it felt like to walk without any assistance.
At some point I was in a wheelchair because my legs could not support me. So I used to use a wheelchair in school. You get bullied once in a while, you're called names. But I went through that. I went to a normal school. I went to Kilimani Primary. That was a normal school. I went through primary school, graduated and went to high school. Yeah. But within that course of time, I'm actually graduating to a point that I'm moving from wheelchair. In high school, I was in crutches and shoes that had braces on them. Until now, it got to a point I was able now to walk on my own.
Despite the outcome of the events, she still chose to embrace education as it's the key to success and a brighter future.
I went through college. I did a computer course, and then I did IATA ticketing. In college, I finished that. Then I was attached to Kenya Airways. But at some point, I couldn't really work because at the airport it's very cold. So my legs used to swell, and half the time I'm not even at work.
It gave her comfort to feel the support of her parents, who were always proud of her. Not once were they ashamed. She felt loved, most especially by her father.
It has been a good journey. My parents have been very supportive. My father especially, because he really pampered me extra. girls and their fathers. He really pampered me extra just to get that extra attention. If he needed to go somewhere, instead of carrying my brothers, he would carry me along. I can say that my childhood has been good. Yeah, I've been brought up in the right way, given the right education. Most people tend to hide in children, but my parents decided to expose me. I was never locked up or closed out from the outside world when I was growing up.
She, however, did not escape the cruelty of bullies in school, and challenges were there, especially since the school she attended was a regular one. A good number of pupils always came in handy to assist.
You go through challenges in terms of when you're getting into class, there is a way either somebody has to support you to get to the class because maybe your wheelchair cannot go, then you have to sit in front by yourself. When you have to use, there were no ramps at that point in time, so you either go around a long way to get to where you have to be. Even getting accessibilities to the toilets, it's hard because it's a normal toilet. At times they are not very well kept, so if you really needed to, you had to go, but if not, you'd rather wait until you go home. So it was really a challenge, but God pulled me through that.
She had undergone several operations which helped her a lot in the recovery process, from the wheelchair to crutches and finally walking independently.
My mom, being in the industry of nursing, her will was to make me normal, in the sense that she consulted a lot on whether I would have operations, because on my leg I've had 7 operations to try and correct it.
As a job seeker after completion of her studies, Catherine came face to face with discrimination and therefore ended up in the family business.
You go asking for a job, they tell you, we cannot employ you, you have a disability, that kind of thing. So I really found challenges getting to a job. So my parents at this point in time were people who are doing business. So they incorporated me into their business. So that's how I found myself doing business in my lifetime.
In the meantime, a relationship that had been sparked some time back came to fruition when she accepted to make things official and got married. She was blessed with a son out of that union.
The year 1997, we got married in April. We went and stayed near where my husband comes from. What I can remember about this is that my father-in-law was very supportive. My mother-in-law and their sons she wants to gossip about what has been going on, because basically the son had not been around. For example, what time I come home.
Her marriage failed when things did not work out with her husband, and she chose to go back to her parents' home. At this time, her mother had passed on and the father kicked her out. With friends turning their backs on her, she lived through the most difficult experiences she had ever come across.
He was never home because he was in the tourism industry. So you're new in marriage, you don't have friends around you, you don't have family support. So it became a place where you did not want to be. So at some point, he would go on safari for 2 months, come home. When he comes home, I'm at work. And then when I get home, he's not there. So I decided I'm the one who came. So I walked up. Yeah, I went back home. The reception wasn't good. You come home when your father tells you you need to go back. At that point in time, because I knew what I was going through, I had made up my mind I wasn't going back. So with that, my father chased me away and told me, I took care of you, so I cannot take care of your child. So take him to where he belongs. That was a very big challenge because as a mother, you just can't give your child away. You can't just say that's what you're going to do. But I had no choice.
Out of her own experience of being discriminated while searching for a job, Catherine's appeal was directed to employers for equal opportunities and fair treatment during recruitment.
Create jobs for people with disability. Incorporate them in the government institutions. And for those who are in the private sector, don't look down on me because of my disability. Look for what I can do with my intellect for your institution. Because my physical challenge doesn't say I don't have a brain, that I can speak.
'Cause we're differently abled, differently.
Eric Mugambi prefers to look at life on the brighter side, an ideal that has enabled him have a lot of friends. We spent some time with him and we compiled the following report. Take a look.
Doing online job as a side hustle might seem like a small endeavor to many, though this is an avenue of making an extra money for Eric Mugambi, as he narrates.
I'm a graduate in computer science from the University of Eldoret, and I graduated in 2016. That was around 2 years before I got into an accident that resulted into my current situation that subjected me to a wheelchair. I got a C5, C6 spinal cord injury, and since then I've been working on my adaptation, recovery, rehabilitation. Yeah.
His optimistic view of life and his personality makes him relate well with most, if not all, of his friends and relatives.
I've made extremely good friends, good associations and networks that have been more beneficial to me in my situation right now. And that is when it kicks in that surely there is humanity. My father has been around so many times. He visits almost a weekly basis. Luckily, the nature of his job allows him to come from here and back much more frequently.
Eric says that his child is the biggest motivation he has ever had in life.
It's my son. He's one thing that I wake up to every day, wishing that and working to make sure I'm the best dad no matter the situation. I think it all stems from everyone who wishes to be the best dad. So when I think about him, I really wish that even in my situation right now, even on the wheelchair, I can assure him at least of a quality life. Yeah, that is, and secondly, maybe it's about being grateful. Every day you watch on TV, on social media, there are accidents, some very minor, some very delicate injuries, accidents, people losing their lives. And I'm grateful maybe for the second chance that God gave me to live. And looking at it from that perspective, then I think I look at each and every day as a wonderful period, a wonderful time to live life to its fullest, the best way I can, and not only to impact me, but to impact my family, to give them happiness in my life, because maybe they are lucky. It could have been worse for me, you know. Yeah.
As health and fitness are part of his priorities, Eric goes through therapies once in a while at his home with the help of a doctor.
So saizi nimemalizana na left lower limb. All the movement I've done to the left lower limb, I'm going to do the same movement to the right lower limb.
Eric has faced various hurdles in life, although this has never made him pity himself.
The challenge still is that with my situation, you see this one I have to use I cannot use it on rough terrain because my hands are a little bit weak, compromised because of the high level injury, and maybe at one time the dream is to have a much more effective electric wheelchair.
His opinion is that more still needs to be done for persons with disabilities.
One thing I would really wish the government would work on is on access to assistive devices, especially wheelchairs and all other kinds of devices that would be helpful or that would improve the quality of life of people living with disabilities.
As a parting shot, this is what he had to say to those who are abled differently.
Life is not fair, I won't lie. It is upon you to take it up. No, whether you're on the wheelchair, whether you can't use your hands, life will not be fair. All you need to do is work it out as a gift every day. Try to make ends meet. Try to piece things up. Try to look for opportunities. And most of all, just work on your spirituality, because spirituality will be always your last source of motivation. Yeah.
'Cause we're differently abled, differently.
Let's take a look at the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities.
Article 6 of the UN Convention states that state parties recognize that women and girls with disabilities are subject to multiple discrimination, and in this regard shall take measures to ensure the full and equal enjoyment by them of all human rights and fundamental freedoms.
And that is what we had for you on Able Differently.
Let's hang out next week, same time on the same program. I have been your host, Stella Tioi.
And Caxton Osozie.
Kwaheri.